Welcome to Brighteon.com, the new home for free speech videos.
Welcome to Counterthink with Mike Adams. This is, of course, as you might expect, an emergency broadcast edition, a little over 1 week away from the midterm elections, and the big breaking news for this episode that I'm going to break down here for the next hour is that we now have enough evidence that President Trump would be justified to declare these midterm elections to be fraudulent and null and void. That's the news today, and I'll explain why that is the case as we walk through this episode of Counterthink. Be sure to check out previous episodes at counterthink.com. Every episode also airs Sunday at 6 p.m. Central at Infowars.com. The episodes are also rebroadcast at our new YouTube alternative known as Brighteon.com. That's Brighteon.com for these episodes. Much more from Infowars, much more from Natural News, myself, the Health Ranger, and, of course, thousands of other channels as well. It's the YouTube alternative. Now, let's break down the news, because this is absolutely huge. Until the fake pipe bomb hoax took place, I had estimated that the chance of Republicans maintaining control over the House of Representatives at 60%. Because of this fake pipe bomb hoax, which, as I'll explain here, is obviously a deep state psyop. It's so obvious. It's you almost have to be lobotomized not to recognize that. But because of this operation, the chance of the Republicans holding the House has dropped significantly to, I say, 40%. Now, this may change. There's still more than a week to go before the election. And there's something that Trump could do, which I'll explain here, something he could do that could cause this entire psyop to backfire on the deep state and backfire on the Democrats. I'll get to that here in a few minutes. But let's review where we are right now. The midterm elections will determine the fate of our country. If the Democrats take the House, they will, of course, immediately move to impeach President Trump. And they will launch deep state investigations and fabricate false evidence to try to criminalize President Trump. But if the Republicans hold the House, and I'm assuming at this point they will hold the Senate. They will probably gain seats in the Senate. But if the Republicans hold the House, then that will allow President Trump to launch these criminal indictments of literally not just hundreds, but thousands of deep state operators who have committed crimes against these United States of America. They've committed crimes of sedition, and you could argue treason. And many of them need to be arrested, need to go to jail. People like James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton herself. Whatever happened to lock her up? Well, those investigations need to, some of the investigations have already happened, but the indictments have not happened because Jeff Sessions he's sitting there at the head of the DOJ, and he is deliberately blocking the arrests of the deep state criminals because Jeff Sessions himself has been compromised. And he has become, a modern-day Benedict Arnold for America. He is, you could argue that Jeff Sessions himself has become a traitor. But he will be replaced immediately after the midterms, regardless of who wins the House. And then a new Attorney General will be put into place who will pursue these investigations. If the Republicans control the House, then they could go after these deep state criminals. Now, what this means is that the Democrats and the deep state are in desperation mode. They know that until this fake pipe bomb hoax took place, they knew that they were going to lose control of the House. It was a very likely thing. Momentum was building for conservatives. Early voting was strongly in favor of conservatives, and this approaching Honduran caravan was putting images in the minds of the American people that they reject. People don't want America to be invaded by 15,000 plus illegals from South America who are fleeing, failed socialist policies and failed nation states in that region. America can't take all those people in. We want to help those people, but we do so by helping them restore liberty in their home countries. But these images were causing the Democrats to lose ground in the polling, and this is likely what spurred the false flag pipe bomb hoax operation that is now working in favor of Democrats. We'll cover that and much more when we return here on Counterthink.